but I sort of predicted as the season progressed based on how they played at that, particular show. I just, I don't want to say evaluated them because I never evaluated them. What games I did watch, I watched from a fan perspective, but also from a guy who played 20 years in the league and what I see. And each game, even ones that they maybe took a step back from the fan perspective, I felt like they were slowly but surely getting better. Even in the games that maybe didn't look as well, you learn from those mistakes, or you don't. Some teams, some individuals learn from those mistakes, but you see some teams take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. The Packers, had a few setbacks, but they seem to learn from those mistakes. Not that they didn't make them again, but they were fewer and further between. And I just seen, not only with Jordan, but with the rest of the team, guys were making plays like crazy, opportunistic, solid defense, solid special teams, not great at any one phase, but better each time, to a point where then it got to a point where they may get in. They need a little help maybe, but the bottom line is they have to win. And that, for a young team, there's 2 ways to look at it. There's a lot of pressure on them to, you win, you're in. I mean, that's a lot of pressure. But I think for a young team, and I think back vaguely to when I was playing early in my career, there's a lot to be said for being young. You don't know, if someone told you the odds, 3 games left, hey, here's the odds if you make the playoffs. You go, whatever. And when we beat Detroit, we played Dallas the following week. Our odds of winning that game or the next year's game going to Dallas seemed like we went to Dallas every year and got knocked out of the playoffs. The odds were, as I looked at it from afar later in my career, when I understood a good team from a bad team, a good situation from a bad situation, the odds were not very good if we'd go in there and win. I was like, we can beat them, or the mentality of like, hey, we'll give them our best shot. If it doesn't work out, so be it. That's what I saw with the Packers, kind of like a chip on their shoulder. And you know what? Hey, we'll go in with guns a-blazing. We get knocked out, so be it. But we're going to give them our best shot. And that's a dangerous team when you get that mentality.